I am so excited that you've taken this time out of your life to change your life. Hopefully you have made a decision to leave broke behind. I know many of you have heard my personal testimony, but I can't really give you a full understanding of your power unless I show you how much power I lost and how I was able to gain it back. I was born and raised in Chicago. My grandmother was 75 years old, as you know, cleaning homes for wealthy people, putting me through college. She taught me to go to school, get a good education, get a good job, go to church on Sunday, wear clean underwear in case you get hit by a bus. That's right. Had to wear clean underwear. But she did not teach me about money. She had an 8th grade education, was the wisest woman that I've ever met. So what I knew about money was if I needed some, she told me to look in the room, on top of the shelf, behind the box, inside my pocketbook, inside the zipper, wrapped up in a piece of paper towel, was $20. So that's how I got money. When I got off to college, I didn't have much, so I got a bunch of credit cards, couldn't pay anybody. When the creditors would call me and say, Lynn, can you borrow the money? I'd say, can I borrow it from you? I had all kind of funny answers until I got out into the real world. When I got out into the real world, I became successful relatively quickly. Early in my life, I was a financial real estate mortgage expert, helping people all over the country achieve their dreams. And although I was speaking the dream, I was not living the dream. So you must live the dream that you want to see. You must speak what you seek until you see what you say. And like my sister Joy Campbell said in church the other day, God is saying to all of us that if you want to be what you see, then you must do what he says. And so I was not doing anything that I was supposed to be doing. You see, I was living check to Monday. You see, check to check is a blessing. That means you get paid on Friday and by the next payday, you're broke. But check to Monday is an entirely different game. You get paid on Friday, you kick it on the weekend, you pay on your past due bills. And by Monday, you're broke. And I was living that lifestyle, making $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, $90,000 a month. It did not matter. I always found a way to be broke. So what I need you to understand is this: more money does not solve a money problem. Let me sit there with that. Can I get an amen? More money does not solve a money problem. Has anybody here ever gotten a raise? Yes, you get a raise. And if you get a raise and then raise your expenses, you no longer have a raise. Has anybody here ever prayed for God to get you out of a financial situation? You pray and you get on your knees and you lay prostrate. You tell everybody and you say, God, if you get me out of this, I will never end up in this situation again. Well, guess what? What happens when we get out of that situation? We return right back to it again and again and again. And I was living that lifestyle. During the last recession of 2008, not only was I on food stamps, I was bankrupt. My house was underwater. And guess what? If I can come back, anybody can. So now it is time for you to understand, where is your money? Where is your money? No matter what administration is in office. And I am so happy that we have turned a corner into a season of unity, a season of openness. This is not about a particular party. This is about an energy. I feel an energy of life. I feel an energy of possibility. I feel an energy of openness, and I feel an energy of diversity and communication, and the opportunity for us to really rise to the next level. But what you need to understand is there is no stimulus check that's going to make you free. There is no unemployment check that's going to make you free. Those are things that you get as a stepping stone to get to your next spot. Those are things that you receive in the interim while you are building not just your business, not just your enterprise, not just your empire, but building your dynasty. You see, it's time for us to start thinking about the habits that we do today so that we can pass those habits on, not just to our children, but to their children and their children and their children's children. So where is your money? I'm going to tell you the first place your money is in. Your money is lost in anxiety. If you have fear, if you are upset, if you are worried, if you are trying to figure out, they're coming to take my car, they're coming to take my house. I get so many people who reach out to me because they're in foreclosure and they want to know how to save the house. I say, don't save your house, save yourself. Don't save the house, save your mind. Don't save the house, save your peace. Because here's the deal. When God gives you a blessing, there is no worry added to it. So if you can no longer afford the thing, it's time for you to surrender and find out the good thing that God has for you. The last time I filed bankruptcy, I had an option to keep my Lexus, but I chose to give it up because I didn't want any debt at all. You see, anything that you're afraid of losing, you've already lost it anyway. Anything that you're afraid that you're not going to be able to keep up, you've already lost it anyway, because what's happened is you've lost control. And the best thing that you can do in this season, as you find your money, is to understand that you are in control. because nobody has a money problem. Let me repeat, nobody has a money problem. Everybody who has a money problem actually has a math problem. And it's as simple as this: 1 + 1 = 2. And if your stuff adds up to 10, it'll never get into 2. So look at your check. Look at how much money you bring in a month. If you bring in 2,000, but your stuff adds up to 4,000, you're living check to Monday. If you bring in 5,000, but your stuff adds up to 10,000, you're living check to Monday. If you bring in 200,000, but your stuff adds up to 400,000, you're living check to Monday. And the one thing I want you to know is that when you embrace mathematics, then you are in control. So your money is lost in anxiety. The next place your money is lost in invaluable assets that do not appreciate over time. Your money can be found in your closet. Your money can be found on your feet, the shoes that you're wearing. Your money can be found with the purse that you're carrying. I tell my sisters all the time, if the purse costs more than the amount of money you can keep in it on a regular basis, leave that purse on the rack. Leave it on the rack. And what I had to do is I had to give up caring what people thought about me. I was just on a call with the chief diversity officer of the Grammys, and she didn't know that when I met her almost 15 years ago and I came to speak, that I was on food stamps. I told the truth. I told people exactly what it was, but I didn't have to show up like I was on food stamps. I didn't have to let them see me sweat. You see, you've got to rise above. That anxiety is robbing you of your power. And let me tell you something, when you are robbed of your power and you give it to the enemy, then God can't really help you. So you want to get rid of the anxiety. You want to get rid of the assets that are not meaning you any good. And I am telling you that any asset that is no longer serving you is not an asset that you want on your team. If the house is not serving you, if the car is not serving you, if the significant other is not serving you, if the clothes that you're buying is not serving you, because all of those things only give you temporary satisfaction. Even the giving. Sometimes we give out of guilt, but sometimes we give because we want to see ourselves as a hero. That's the kind of giver that I was when I was living check to Monday. I would loan money to people even when I didn't have it, so they wouldn't think I was broke, which I was, which was really crazy. It was a really backward cycle. And the truth is, once I got rid of the anxiety and once I start to take a look at the true assets, because your number one asset, it starts in your gut, it moves to your heart, and then you ask God to give you the mind to manifest what it is that you feel in your heart, which is called your purpose and your will. The next place that your money is missing, your money is in the fine print. That's right. It's in the fine print. We must read. I've heard people say that if you want to hide something from our people, if you want to hide something from poor people, if you want to hide something from disenfranchised people, then put it in a book. We've got to read. I'm going to tell you the things that you need to do and how your money is going to be found. But you must make a commitment to get an education. There is no other way. If there's somebody out here doing events telling you that there's a get rich quick scheme, that there's a way to make it happen. Can you trade in stock? Absolutely. But you must become a knowledgeable trader. Can you invest in real estate? Absolutely. But you must become a knowledgeable real estate investor. Can you create passive streams of income? Yes, you can. But you must also get your intellectual property trademark. Can you write a book? Absolutely. But you must also have a marketing strategy. Anything that's worth having, you must work for. The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. The next place that your money is, because we are saying, where is our money? Where is our money? It's in anxiety. The money is in wrong assets. The money is in confusion. That's right, confusion. When you don't know what to do, and you don't know where to go, and you don't know how to get there, talking to your friends, Pookie and Ray Ray and Niecy and Jack and John and Ebony and Deborah, they're not going to get you anywhere. If you have 9 broke friends, you're going to be number 10. If you have 12 broke friends, you're going to be number 13. When you are trying to get to the next level, you have to get out of confusion and into alignment with knowledge and revelation, because there is no one who can tell you what to do. The knowledge comes from you starting in your gut with wanting the truth, it moving to your heart, you asking God to give your brain the power to manifest it. And then when you collide with the truth, you'll know what it is. You'll know how to save your money. You'll know how to grow your money. You'll know how to invest your money. Now, yes, you have to research the tactics. You have to research the different things, but you will know what to do. So get out of the confusion. Now, I'm going to tell you how your money can be found. And I want you to start with this. Number one, Your money, if you want your money, then you have to know that the money is available for it to be found. And the found comes from the first F, comes from your feelings. You've got to check your feelings. If you are feeling embarrassed about money, it's not going to work. If you are feeling prideful and arrogant about money, it's not going to work. If you are ashamed about money, it is not going to be work. You have to check those feelings. You know, a lot of times people will file bankruptcy. But do you understand that bankruptcy is a tool for the wealthy? Wealthy people file bankruptcy in order not to go broke. And poor people file bankruptcy after broke was 62 stages ago. So we have to get rid of the feelings. And a lot of times we don't want to deal with what it is that we're facing. But wealthy communities and other families and other communities, when there's a money problem, they call a family meeting and they say, hey, we're going to sit and talk about Bob's situation. We're going to figure out how to come together, how to reorganize, start over with another entity, and then keep moving. But we're not going to deplete our assets completely. We must be willing to remove our feelings if we want our money to be found. So where is the money? It is now found. The first F is feelings. The next one is optimism. Let me tell you something. When I was broker than a joke, after I hit rock bottom and I wanted to just end it all and I didn't know what to do and I was so embarrassed, at the end of that, after all of that, I had to believe that I was going to get out of it. Do you believe that you can be financially free? Do you believe that you can take something from nothing and you can actually grow? Do you believe that you can have 5, 10, or however many figures, 5, 10, $1,000 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 figures? Do you believe that it's possible for you to do that? Do you believe that you can master owning a home-based business so you can get your money back? Do you believe you can invest in the stock market? Do you believe you can stop your habits? Do you believe that you can get disconnected from the old friends and the old people and the family members and the people who are hating on you? Do you believe that you can stop the haters, the naysayers, the blockers, and the crab barrel leg pullers from pulling you down? You must be optimistic. Your money is found when you check those feelings. Your money is found when you have optimism.